And good morning. This is a very eerie look to our sunrise here in downtown Louisville. This is actually looking northeast along the Ohio. And the reason why our sun is very filtered like this today is for the first time in 5 years, since July of 18, we are in a code red unhealthy for all groups air quality out there today. So we're going to be watching. It's very imperative today. If you're part of a sensitive group, you stay inside. Colleen, if you suffer from asthma, it's one of those things for sure. To make sure you just stay indoors. For anybody out there too, if you're going to be running errands today, really quick, or just around town, make sure you're wearing a mask too if you need to. We're going to be talking about pretty serious consequences. Maybe long-term effects later in life from this prolonged type of poor air, and we're not the only ones dealing with it. It's a Midwest thing. It's across much of the northern tier of the United States, but it's kind of a shock to the system here in Louisville to be in a code red.
I mean, we haven't seen this in 5 years, a code red. So this is kind of switching over from not just the sensitive groups, but this is going to be impactful for everyone outside. So a good idea is to maybe grab that mask if you're heading outside. You could see the thick smoke encompassing downtown. So this is from the Canadian wildfires that are burning. There's over 400 wildfires, and our jet stream is picking it up. So a lot of Ohio River Valley is under this level 4 out of 5. Now, a few weeks ago, we were only under a level 3, which was a code orange air quality alert. Today, it is a code red. So red is never a good color. Code red seems like the world is falling, and it looks like the world is falling out there, but it is just smoke. It could limit visibility out there, but just try to stay inside if you can.
Yeah, and there's no reason to panic with this. It's just more of just, you know yourself best. If you're outside and you kind of catch yourself short with breath, or you notice.
Don't push yourself.
Yeah, don't put yourself to the limit. Yeah. Don't exercise outdoors if you can. Please limit your time outside today. Just kind of use common sense with the smoke.
Yeah, so let's talk about which communities are under this code red air quality alert. This includes the Metro Louisville as well as Indiana. Notice Central Kentucky not under this code red air quality alert, but they'll still see some smoky conditions. So really it's in Indiana.
Yeah, exactly. More focus on the whole state of Indiana. Here in Oldham County, Jefferson County, Bullitt County, that's where we're dealing with the effects of the code red air quality alerts. That includes communities like, LaGrange, downtown Louisville, of course, Shepherdsville area. So those are all areas and communities that need to be on alert for just kind of poor air today.
Yeah, I'm going to wear a mask around outside today because I have a dog. So if you have animals and you just have to be outside, or if you work outside, construction, I mean, there's so many jobs that people are outside today for. So just make sure to just wear a mask. Dig up the old COVID mask. I'll be finding some here around the studio. So this is that forecast. Throughout the day, it will stay that medium to high level. By tomorrow afternoon, the smoke is expected to back off because just this slight shift in the wind more from the west. So we'll be getting some cleaner air filtering in, also some rain in that forecast. So it's expected to be better, but I think we're going to still have a code red through the morning tomorrow.
Yes, we'll have to see. And also, too, Colleen, keep in mind as well, with some of these sunrises being affected by the smoke, it does make for a really pretty picture. Keep in mind, so we're still going to be dealing with it tomorrow morning. So we'll have to see what happens with what we're going to be issued, but likely we're still going to be in an air quality alert tomorrow as well, like you just mentioned.
Yeah, so this afternoon, the temperatures are not going to make it feel any more comfortable. We're going to be in the upper 80s. Very hazy out there. Not a great day. It's not going to be unbearably warm, but it will be noticeably warm with heat index values in the low to mid 90s. So it will feel a little uncomfortable.
Yes, and now we're transitioning to our second topic, which is the heat, and then talking about storms. So let's start with storms first, so then we'll talk about the heat.
Yeah, so we covered air quality alert. We have some strong storms potentially. We also have some dangerous heat. So we're going to cover strong storms next. Risk level 2 out of 5. So on that scale, it's a lower risk. Mainly going to look like a flooding event for us. A lot of heavy rain is heading our way. Damaging winds is going to be that main impact after that with large hail. So it looks like a wind and flooding event more than a tornadic event for us. However, we can't rule out a quick spin up along that line that is forecasted to pass through. The timing is tomorrow through the afternoon, and then we could see another risk of severe weather on Friday.
Exactly. And Colleen, like you alluded to earlier, we're not too concerned about tomorrow morning with tornadoes, but keep in mind straight line wind can be catastrophic in some areas, especially when you get wind gusts that could be around 70 to 80 miles an hour. So we're going to be watching it really closely tomorrow.
Yeah.
This is the rest of today, though. The good news is we are staying quiet. This Futurecast model is trying to show us at 90. We don't think we're going to quite get the 90 today, but it is going to be real hot out there.
You know, if we get enough humidity, it's going to drive our temperatures to the upper 80s, low 90s. So it is possible. Really just depends on that cloud coverage. And also that smoke, I feel like, might limit it from getting there, but we'll see. As we head towards tomorrow, that is when that rain, you can see off to our west, really starts to form. This low pressure system is going to pack a lot of wind and a lot of heavy downpours with it. So no rain today. This is for tomorrow. That severe weather threat will open around 7 o'clock in the morning and then cross Jasper, Paoli by 8, 9 o'clock and then head towards the metro. So the thing about this, each model run looks different. So there's not a consistent timing, there's not consistent intensity with this system. So take this with a grain of salt. It could trend farther to the west, and if that low pressure continues to track farther to the west, we won't get the worst of it. But if it's off to the east, that's going to be worse for us. So it really just depends what the models do later today.
Exactly. So we're going to be watching it very closely. A lot of our forecast models change every 6 hours or so with a new update. So we're going to be providing that all day long today.
Notice by 10 o'clock, that will start to leave. It's going to be a fast-moving system because it's going to pack some wind, going to potentially cause flash flooding. Then by noon, the last bit of it will be in central Kentucky, clearing out by 4 p.m., which will allow our temperatures get into the 90s as we head towards the afternoon. This forecast model not showing it, but our forecast high is 91 for Thursday afternoon, which with that moisture, it's going to bump our heat index values up to 105 potentially, and some of the spots highlighted in orange on the map here. So from Jasper down to Litchfield, you guys are under a heat advisory tomorrow through Friday.
And to go along with that, Colleen, when we talk about heat and this dangers of heat, we tell you not to exercise outdoors, avoid being outside for too long, especially if you're not using hydration, and to go along and hand with the air quality. This just amounts it even more to make sure you just stay inside when in doubt over the next few days.
Honestly, just stay inside the next few days.
Yeah, right.
From air quality to strong storms to heat, we have it all. So I think that heat advisory, that's for tomorrow. I think that's going to be extended into Louisville for Friday because this forecast is showing heat index values greater than 100, 105. Yep. And if it gets over 105, they'll extend that heat advisory into the metro Louisville. So I think Friday is going to be the hottest day for us here.
And one thing we haven't mentioned, along with the heat, it's going to be humid. So that's why our heat index values are going to be in the triple digits.
It's going to feel
both tomorrow and Friday.
Yes. Uncomfortable outside on Friday.
Temperatures will kind of fall off a little bit on Saturday, but it's still going to be pretty hot, 92, and rather humid, so there is going to be kind of another low pressure moving that does bring in another chance for storms. And then into next week to Sunday, through the course of Monday, we're also looking a little bit stormy at times, but quieting down next week. 4th of July right now, looking pretty nice. Let's hope that this smoke isn't too big of an issue for the holiday. We'll be watching that, of course, with time. But again, today, just to kind of reiterate, the first times in 5 years, we have a full day of code red on healthy air here in Louisville. So just use some precautions. Be smart in this.
Be smart. Do not go outdoors, and if you do, wear a mask because it's only going to benefit you because inhaling it could cause long-term impacts. It's just not good for your lungs. It's not good for anybody, sensitive groups, asthma or not. It's just not healthy to be outside today. I hate that we're under a code red, but
better to be safe. Better to play it safe.
Yeah, yeah. So we'll keep you updated throughout the day, and also with the storm threat tomorrow, we'll make sure to keep you updated throughout the rest of the week. We have a lot going on. Have a good day.